What's good? It's your boy Aristotle Investments, and we live with another episode of Stock Sundays. And today we're going to be discussing three of my top picks. All right, so that's first and foremost, and then I'm going to give you guys some game on where I see the market going next week, and if we're going to either pop or drop. Everything you need to know. But without further ado, all I ask you guys to do for me is to leave a like in the comment. And we're going to get right into it. Let's get it. All right. So yeah, folks, make sure you like it, but let's get right into it. SPY is desperately trying to hold this 8 EMA right here. And I told people watch for below. It did gap down below, came back to the 8, and it could literally come back down. So, it's still trading below the 8, which is this green line, and the 21 and 200 are now touching. So even if it was to come up again, we're kind of in no man's land. We pop up, we can still reject here at this point of the 200 MA and the 21. And then we also have this key level of support, support and then turn resistance. So it broke support, then turn resistance right here. So this line now is resistance. It was support here, turn resistance, and we kept rejecting. And I thought we was going to at least come here too once we got up here, but we didn't. It stopped here, fake people out. But regardless of all of that, look at my stats, folks. All right. Regardless of that 8 green trades last week, 8 trades hit green, despite our market conditions, despite everything you see, still hit. Let's go look at BTC real quick. Still, teetering here, giving people buy opportunities. I keep telling people Bitcoin is off of this trend line. So it would be a strong trend line. BTC breaks. If it does break, could we pop? Could SPY keep going? This could all be an over exaggeration. Yes, that's why I told people to, get a little exposure, but go a third size, because let's just say you got 10,000. If you're going to buy here, 3,000. And then, I ain't going to lie, this is the best point to buy here, because this is 20% drop from all-time highs, which is our most recent high, all-time highs, 20% drop, this green line. So we got a long way before it's time to seriously talk about throwing in real bread, just giving you guys some free game. But yeah, folks, we broke. Let's see if QQQ is on some type of support. It broke support here. Bitcoin is holding. Tesla, Tesla is doing this thing. If Tesla comes down to this line, let's just say we get another 20% drop, Tesla comes here, I would buy. Or if they fell on earnings and come down here in this area, I would buy at this third touch. So I could definitely, that's a great area if Tesla could get a third touch somewhere on this line. And then my favorite, I'll show you guys my favorite. But before I do, make sure you guys tap into the small account challenge. I'm going to show you guys my 3 plays. But yes, I'm hitting, folks. You get a beginner's course. All you got to do, folks, is come here into the read first, follow the 6 steps, and you're golden. And then I even give you a how to navigate the chat. If you ever have questions, come down here, ask the questions. Just ask us. Don't say I didn't help you. Don't say people aren't helping you, things like that. We have a questions tab. So you have no reason to be like, I didn't get help. And if you need education, we have you. Beginners Learning Center and free courses right here. Go up to the top, everything you need, how to understand options, how to trade them, how to understand the charts. All this will help you. So make sure you guys tap in so you guys can get the proper training and participate in the small account challenge. And you're basically in free. because our gains speak for themselves. You go to the gains channel, you're going to see some gains. See that in a week, well, that's in a month. Account up 4% in the past month. 7 days green. Let's fucking go. Thanks, guys. See what I'm saying? You're just going to see people making money. That's more than what my subscription costs per month. So this person, you see what I'm saying? You got to judge me based off what you paying me. You paying me $25, and if you stay for a month, it's $125. But look what people making. See what I'm saying? Look what somebody made, 1,000 in a day. So you got to judge off what I'm returning you. Not, oh, well, Aristotle, you have a lot of members and I'm just hating. You know how people do. You get what I'm saying? Forget all that. What can I get you? So let's get right into it. First things first, Lyft. I think I posted today why I like Lyft. Lyft has bullish divergence here. Great bullish divergence. They just turned a profit. So I'm going to show you guys something that I just posted on my Instagram. They just returned a profit. So they have bullish divergence here, and they're already kind of doing their thing. Damn near looks like a falling wedge, to be honest. But I'm personally, whoa. Lyft might have a falling wedge too. It breaks support tomorrow. Breaks resistance. This thing could go. They just returned a profit. They have this falling wedge here. Just saw that. Lyft would be one that I would tell people to get into for real. Lyft, falling wedge, just turned profitable, bullish divergence. It breaks resistance tomorrow. This thing could go, especially for small accounts. I'm really liking Lyft. I posted this though about Lyft. Let's see. Let's do a refresher. All right, boom. What did I say? I said people sleeping heavy on Lyft. They just became profitable this year. If you pay attention to the light blue line, which is right here, right? So we pay attention. Let's see. Yeah, we can scroll up and down. But you see that zero line right here? They just became profitable. Profit margin of 0.4%. I also told people, what did I say? Revenue is increasing, which is this blue line. As you can see, revenue. Revenue is increasing, steadily increasing. Free cash flow increasing. And earnings have now caught up and became profitable. Everything above the zero line is profitable. Free cash flow became profitable. The start of 2020, well, almost early 2024. It just became profitable last year in December. I'm just letting people know. Somebody said, if you success, don't listen to people like this. These guys are crazy. But yes, folks, PLTR became profitable and exploded. Hood just became profitable and exploded. Investing at lows while companies turn a profit equals this. Lyft profit margin will increase and they have room for expansion. All they have to do is copy Uber's business model and expand from there. So that's what I'm telling people. Like Lyft, I gotta let my small account people know. This the one let's delete all. Let me show y'all what a falling wedge is real quick so you guys know. Right. So let's see. I got you right here. So right here's a falling wedge. Here's a falling wedge right here. I'll show you guys even more examples of a falling wedge pattern. Same thing right here. You see that? Comes down, does this, then goes. We have a falling wedge on Lyft. So this is definitely one that I think will benefit us, especially for the small accounts. Now we can really see it, and you can see it on a 4-hour. That's when you really can see stuff too at lower time frames. Clearly a falling wedge, ready to break out. Lift might explode if it really clears this falling wedge. So yeah, folks, I gave you guys a free play. This might be the one. I gotta talk more about that. But yeah, lift looks very great. Even got me like, you get what I'm saying? That's how you know it's a great play. That's how you know. I like SMCI. Mainly because they're making 3 higher highs. So, you know, whenever you see something doing like I'll show you. So you guys got to think, I'm not just your average trader. I know technicals and fundamentals, so I'm not just talking out the ass. I'm talking about revenue, free cash flow, earnings, things like that. So, you know, I just want to let you guys know that as well. But we're making higher lows. No, thank you. But yeah, sorry, housekeeping ass. Lower or higher lows, right?
No, thank you. We're in the middle of working. Sorry.
We good. But yeah, folks, we're making higher highs. Got distracted by the housekeeping. So I would say SMCI, I like them long term for the same reason. Revenue, now their revenue just went skyrocket. So that's probably why they're in the correction period. But I think they're going to get back to all-time highs. Think about it. They were just at $17 November 2024, which I should have gotten in. I should have got in right here. Just being all the way honest. I should have bought the fear. But even right here, $24. Now they're at 42. Look how easily they're moving, climbing. They're very volatile and climb very well. Was this a falling wedge we missed out on? 2. Was it? I know we got in on the swing in our chat. Slick. See what I'm saying? Slick. Slick a little falling wedgie. This thing went real falling wedgie and broke this flag, or you can call it a bull flag. Terrorized this flag. So yeah, I like this one to continue. I think Lyft is going to do something like this, just being all the way honest. Just corrected, and now they're doing a falling wedge. It was just preparing to go. But I'm going to add to Lyft. Lyft is, yeah, that's the one. I like Lyft. What was my last one? I had Lyft. Oh, Kava. Kava, I like them because I like Chipotle's business model, and I just think they have room to expand. Expand. You know how Chipotle is the Mexican version, Kava is the Mediterranean version, but I think they're going to come out with a soul food version one day of this line of great food, quality food. You know what I'm saying? Like Panda Express, but it's nasty. You know what I mean? Like Kava is good food on a line that you can go and get, you know, so it's just Mediterranean food, bowls and stuff like Chipotle. If you never tried it, I'm bullish on this company. It was just here in November. Now it's here. Literally like a 57% drop. So anytime something is 50% from all-time highs, even with Lyft, I think Lyft is just going to, think about it. Lyft has a falling wedge right here. And they have never even been close to where they IPO'd at like 86. I think Lyft is going to get back to IPO highs in the next 3 years, based on the trajectory they're going. Based on this trajectory, because you got to think, once these earnings increase, it just turned profitable. It came back from right here. Once these earnings increase and go up, you know what I'm saying, to being a 10% profit margin, 15, because usually companies plateau around the 20, 10, no more than, nobody's working with a 40%. So let's just say they get to the 20s and the 15s. That's going to be, they're going to have great earnings. They already had a great earning earlier, but like I said, I think they're primed. They were just priming. Because I was telling people about Lyft a minute ago, and you know, little do they know, I was right the whole time. It was just they were priming to go. Yeah, Lyft could easily fill this gap. This could be a real banger. Uber, I was telling people about Uber. Same thing. Uber is gone. I like Lyft and Uber, but I told people like, hey, Uber is definitely a, to me, a $100. It's like they're near all-time highs. Yeah, this thing, I think it could break though. I think Uber is the future. Mainly because they have Uber Freight, Uber like Eats, things like that. So yeah. And then they could add the to counter what DoorDash is doing. Imagine if Uber has the buy now, pay later system. So that's all they gotta do. DoorDash didn't do something that Uber can't do for themselves. But you guys know what it is. Tap in with me. Hope you guys like the video. It's your boy Aristotle. I'm out.